Yesterday in southern Ontario, we got hit with an absolutely massive storm. And I remember like leading up to it, we were going to return the Nanoleaf lights that were up here. And it got really cloudy, but we'd read that the rain wasn't supposed to start till 5. And looking at the clouds, I was like, this is really really ominous. This is gonna rain in like the next 15 minutes. And we're like, okay, fine. We were planning on going to a splash pad, but that was going to be later in the day, and we were going to run some errands first. And we pull out of the driveway and just turn onto the road when all of a sudden I feel my phone buzzing. I hear Steph's phone ringing, and our radio cuts out, and it's just like emergency broadcast system, like, hey, massive storm coming in your area, take cover now. Like, wait, what? I've never seen this before. Like, everything cutting out to say like massive storm, and then the rain, just torrential downpour. The wind is blowing like crazy, and the car is shaking. And I'm like, you know what, we probably should just go. And so I pull back around and I have to go around the block, but we stopped at a parking lot, and the rain was just nuts. And we drove around, like, it was like torrential downpour, winds of over 100 kilometers an hour for about 20 minutes. And when we went back out, it was crazy what we saw. And these aren't my pictures. These are from the news. Turns out at least 3 people died. This other article I have says 4 people died. RIP to anyone that caught the wrong end of the storm. But the damage in different parts of the province is nuts. I saw stuff like someone actually died in this walkway where a tree just fell on them. Trees falling down all over our neighborhoods. I saw like lights, like street lights, like the stop and go traffic lights had fallen off or were hanging by a cable. We drove by a hardware store where the shopping cart shelter had blown out of the parking lot and across 6 lanes of traffic, was just on the other side of the street. It was absolutely crazy. Some of these pictures, like, yeah, the tons of power poles coming down. We saw at least one car with a tree just on top of it. This was the message that we got on our phone that was like, yeah, take cover now. Oh, crazy. Yeah, at the airport, wind was at 120 kilometers an hour. This is, oof, the damage there was nuts. Again, yeah, I'm grateful. I can be stubborn at times and be like, no, I just want to get to the place. But I'm grateful that I made the decision to pull over, because sure, maybe I could have driven through the rain, which was so thick that you just really couldn't see in front of you. But the obstacles that came up with power poles and trees literally falling onto the street could have made it very deadly and dangerous for all involved. So I'm grateful for that, but I feel really bad for everyone who had this insane level of damage, even on our street, where, oh, this one's crazy, where it like ripped the tree out of the ground and ripped the ground with it. Oh, can you imagine? Yeah. And so there are pictures, tons of pictures like this from around the province. So much damage. There are apparently hundreds of thousands of people that still don't have power in, different parts of the province. And I hope that we're able to address all of this sooner rather than later. And again, condolences to those who lost their lives during this crazy storm. And it's definitely an experience that I won't forget. And I hope you weren't impacted too much for those watching. And if you were, let me know what your experience was like.